So we're going to settle our 5th city in this episode, and, plans kind of originally changed, I think. I had a certain spot in mind. I think I switched it last minute because there's just a way better location. And there's just this feeling still inside me, a crazy feeling that thinks that we're doing okay, and we could still possibly give the AIs a run for their money in a victory. So we're about to settle our 5th city, and I kind of just... I'm still in the debate, I'm still on the fence here of where I should choose to place this city, because unfortunately, I do want this spot. This will give us access to, well, it depends. I kind of want to settle straight on top of this gold. That way, 1, 2... I don't think we would still not have access to that second wine, but it doesn't matter. That we would just use that for trading. This would immediately give us access, not immediately, but pretty fast, it would give us access to 3 luxuries. And then there's wheat down here, and there is a river. It's not a bad location at all, I don't think. There also is a lake, which would give us a little bit of food at some point. The second spot that I'm thinking about is over towards the west. Now, I could slap something down here on this forest, which would make this city a coastal city, which would give it extra production, because we've already gone down the policy of exploration, I believe. So yeah, exploration, so that gives us extra production, and the extra silver and cotton could be good, but there's only 2 luxuries over here. Overall, this is probably a better spot. There's more access to food. There's also, yeah, there is a lot more access to food, and there's also access to this fish. You know what? I think I just might have convinced myself right now. Even though it's less luxuries, to be honest, it's a better spot overall for a city. Right here, this city won't grow. This city won't grow very much at all, because I have to just stay on these tiles here along this river, and then eventually, until we grow out to this wheat, we won't be growing very much at all. Either, it's probably a better spot to go here. I'll be making less happiness, but that's what friends are for, right? That's why we are so friendly with all the other AIs in this game. So this is probably a better spot, and it'll be a better overall city. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And it's a little bit further away from Korea. If that makes any difference, it might kind of slow our negative relations, because we are spying on Korea. Korea is doing very good in science, so I can't really pass it up. I got to start spying on them. I got to start stealing technologies. That's kind of a big deal to me. And good, China, myself, and India, we're all kind of forming this alliance. Again, I know you guys have just joked around with me that China is a bad alliance to have, and I understand that, but for now, he's not that bad. When he gets nukes, that's when he is bad, and we have to hope that he doesn't even get access to uranium. If he gets access to uranium, boom, we are just going to burn all of our cities that are even close to India, and maybe we'll just retreat to the Americas. Okay, so we got up the astronomy technology, which means that we'll be able to get a caravel up. We also get observatories, which is really, really important. Faster embark movements, as well as allows embarked units to cross oceans, yes. Okay, very good. So it might have been a bad idea to take this worker off this tile. I might put him back in the sea, and he'll probably be able to move a little bit faster. All right, so you guys got to go down here. I think this is probably the best spot, and who knows what's behind this fog of war. I might as well send my spearman up there a little bit, earlier, might as well, since he can, to kind of figure out what's behind all that fog of war. There might be something good. Who knows? Who knows? It could be a really, really good spot right there. All right, so now for my next technology, I do kind of want to rush banking. I made it my priority. We're not going to go very war-like. We're not going to go very war-like at all. We're going to try to stay peaceful. Now, the zoo is good to get up. If we go physics, we would be able to get printing press, which would lead us to a zoo. But this would give us more gold. I think I should play it safe. We already have reached the Renaissance era, so let's go and play it safe a little bit, because I don't know if we're going to need... I think we're going to need some happiness pretty soon, especially since we're going to choose to go for the city location with only two luxuries instead of 3. So let's go physics, and I need to kind of keep an eye out. Oh my gosh, next policy is in 30 turns. Damn. I do have access to rationalism now, and that sucks. I kind of don't like that a little bit, because I have to go down rationalism, but I would love to get naval tradition to give me more happiness, but I guess I'll kind of keep that open throughout the game and see if I ever need it. I could always go for that technology to quickly give me some happiness if I am really struggling, especially towards the ideological era when, I'm sure we're not going to be producing any tourism at all, so I'm sure that, we're going to be pretty unhappy people. So let's go ahead and rush. Well, we are about to be unhappy right now. We have 0 happiness. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a Coliseum out. I did want to get the university, but I guess we can't do that. Oh, you know what's going to help? Is we're going to get up a great profit. and that great prophet is going to spread our religion everywhere. That's going to help out a lot because we're going to get easily two quick cities right here with these two capitals. But then again, I got to remember that my religious trait from Shintoism doesn't really, it has nothing to do with population. And the unfortunate part about these city locations is they've got a lot of location, but at the end of the day, it's only one city. I'm sorry, they've got a lot of population, but at the end of the day, it's only one city. So I might have to convert these cities multiple times, which will only give me one happiness. Instead, I could kind of run over here towards, the smaller empire of Mongolia and just get a couple of their, smaller cities so I could get 4 happiness. Or I'm sorry, so I can get 2 happiness instead of 1, if you know what I mean. I would be able to convert 4 cities instead of 2, which would mean 2 happiness instead of 1. That's what I'm trying to say. So we should probably get up a harbor in our capital. Oh, no, we need a caravel first, though. It's only going to take us 4 turns. That's not bad at all. We don't have any access to, we can't build, that's right, we don't have any more cargo ship possibilities that we can get up, so let's get a caravel up, start exploring. Might be able to find some natural wonders, which will ultimately give me some happiness, which would be nice. Yes, so this worker should get there a lot quicker than everybody else. And in terms of this guy, what's behind here? Damn. All right, well, it was worth a shot to see if there's anything behind that fog of war. There is nothing, but I still think it's a better city location than anything. I'll give you my, oh, you know what? Can you give me money for this? No, we'll go ahead and trade open borders, even though I don't think, now, don't quote me on this, but I don't think great prophets have attrition. I don't think great prophets have attrition. I think missionaries and maybe inquisitors, and, oh God, I always say this fucking name wrong, inquisitors, I don't know. I think they suffer from attrition if you don't have open borders with another AI, but I don't think great prophets do. But we'll see. We'll see about that. And I still haven't got my freaking... Where's he at? I've gotten to 300 faith, but we still haven't produced him yet. All right, so let's set up something here and continue to kind of explore out this way. I believe there might be a natural wonder somewhere within that fog of war at some point, so hopefully we find that soon. For this spearman, I guess I'll kind of explore the rest of this fog of war in Australia, figure out if there's anything else going on, any last-minute changes I might want to make towards my city placement. I seriously doubt that there's going to be anything good under here. That was the only problem that I had with making my city, inland Australia, was that I wasn't going to get much happiness. I'm sorry, I wasn't going to get a connection to my capital, and I wasn't going to be able to get a lot of the extra bonuses I already have being Japan and going down exploration exploration policies. That's funny. Ideas, something to be used for. Okay, I will continue to get up these... Yeah, I'll continue to kind of whore myself out for the open borders. I think that's a good idea. And continue to increase my economy, because I can't even have an army right now. At the moment, I can't even have an army. When I get up my 5th city, I'm sure I'll be doing a little bit better in my gold output. But yeah, there he is. Okay, you took kind of a little bit longer than I had hoped, but that's okay. So what is this? It is technically... Well, I should probably kind of split it up into... Yeah, we should probably keep the food and the production, rather than chopping this forest down and just having the food, because there's not much production over in my Japanese island. All right, and we will continue to kind of swerve around there. Come on, baby. All right, so I'll just click right there, and then boom, we'll go for it. Okay, so you guys need to rush now. How many cities? Okay, so these already have 9 citizens. In the Korean capital, they already have 9 citizens following Shintoism. How much does Beijing have? Already 5. So it might only cost us 1 expenditure to convert these cities completely to Shintoism, which would be great, because they're big cities. They'd also provide a lot of pressure, especially because I'm sure that specifically China has got to be trading inland with somebody else. Looks like Arabia is over here. What the hell is Arabia doing over here? Uncovered that... Who is that? Oh, Korea's secretly plotting against China. Okay, perfect. That's cool with me. I mean, as long as they're not plotting against us, then we're safe. I'm cool with that. Man, it's going to suck because I'm going to be unhappy for probably about 5 to 10 turns. It's about turn 181. I really think that shit is going to change pretty fast around turn 200. I think that is when the stuff is going to go down. I think some scary things are going to happen at that point. All right, let's go here. Find this. Oh, there's a Greek scout over there. And what else do you guys got? Fog of War. We won't probably get all this land discovered before we figure out what the rest of Australia has for us, but that's fine. I'm not worried about that too much. Is there anything that we could build that would increase our happiness? No. Oh, but we need the observatory as soon as possible. Yeah, we're already getting 22 science from this city, which isn't bad at all. I'll take it. But having the observatory up will mean, what, 33? So yeah, that's a pretty big boost. I like it. I need to kind of, yes, of course. I need to get my science up faster. It's only at 112, and typically you kind of want, especially around turn 200, you want it to be about, maybe towards the middle of the game to kind of have your science at the same point the turn is. So, like, if it's, right now it's turn 182, and, ideally I'd want my science at about 182. I'm not even close to that amount. I guess that would explain why I'm not super good in literacy. Now, that's hard to do. I will admit that that's really, really hard to do. So we're gonna try it, but I don't know if we will be able to eventually catch up, because eventually we have to be doing more than the turns, or else we're just not gonna win through a science victory. So I'll get up a harbor now. It's only gonna cost us three turns, not bad at all. And we will send out the caravel and go straight over to the Americans. I'm really excited to see what is going on over there. All right, and you were originally going, yeah, I can't look at that. 3 science back, and they don't even get any science back. So exactly what am I doing? Trade route overview. Right now I've got a city from Nagasaki and Kyoto. So I need to go to Akita here. Let's go ahead and trade with these guys, or let's send it to Akita and then trade with. I'm sure, like I said, if you kind of send those cargo ships from different cities, you'll be able to get up either probably more gold. We're not really looking at more science. I mean, the science is going to stay the same. Science output from those cargo ships are going to be the same, but I'm looking at more gold. The more gold, the better. And I am officially unhappy. Okay. Right now I'm only doing 7 gold per turn, which isn't good. I would have liked to get up a few more research agreements. Would have been great, especially because I'm telling you, I've got this feeling that the world's relationships are going to start to deteriorate. Look at all this clusterfuck over here. We're pretty lucky being in East Asia. There's not too much expansion going on. I know that Mongolia, I think, has got a lot of stuff going on up behind that fog of war. Akita is now starving. Why? Why are you starving, bro? All right, so yeah, so now we get 9 from this, and yeah, that's a bit better. All right, let's see what we can discover. I'm really excited. I'm very, very excited. So I think you're already giving me, yeah, I'm already trading with you. Oh, I can't convert those open border things. All right, I guess we'll kind of go back up towards the Himalayas and figure out what we can do next. And next turn, we need to start converting this. We need to start to work that silver. Oh, we already got oh, nice. Happiness came back. Why is that? Did we finish the Coliseum? We did. Perfect timing. Perfect. All right, and now you build the university. Now, in terms of my research, let's go ahead and go for printing press. Although I think we might be okay with happiness now. Let's go with banking. I'm going to take a risk. Let's rush banking now. Let's go banking, get up another cargo ship, get even more gold back. And as for this scout, I guess I will send you... Where do I send you now? I might just delete this guy. We'll see. Because again, I mean, he's not doing anything for us now. We've pretty much discovered a lot of it. I guess we could send the scout over and to kind of discover what else is going on, especially in like East Asia or East Europe. There's got to be some shit going on behind Eastern Europe and behind this fog of war. I mean, there's such a clusterfuck of cities. I am really curious to see what's going down under there. I think I'll do that rather than wasting him. Again, part of the fun of playing on this huge Earth map is kind of figuring out what is going on in the world. Gold per turn has ended. Okay, so he's no longer paying for us. Let's see if we can get that back up. I doubt it, but we might as well try. I mean, it can't hurt anything. Oh yeah, you still have the money to do it. I'm sure. Let's see if he would. No? Would you do 1? Maybe you don't think you don't feel like you need access. Yeah, you don't need access through my borders anymore. Well, it was worth a shot. All right, so let's convert your city really quick. And bam, please. Yep, Shintoism. Okay. I know I could have just read that little... I know it tells me if I convert it or not, but I was being lazy and I didn't do it. Okay, so let's found the city, and we're going to be unhappy for a little bit. That's okay. That is okay. Now, I think what would be good is to get up get up some more food. I think food immediately is always a good idea. But then again, a monument would be able to, so we could start expanding our borders in this region, which is what makes Osaka such a great place. Is when we expand the borders, we have access to 2 wheat, the bison, obviously the cotton. Yeah, we've got stone here. It's a good spot, and this fish tile eventually. I think we made the right choice. This would have been just a city. We could still settle the spot. That's the thing, is we could still settle the spot and get a lot of happiness out of it. Depending on what we find in the Americas, we may or may not do that. It depends. I just can't guarantee that we're going to still have that spot after this. That's the only thing that I'm worried about. Is there anything else we can... Oh, yeah, we can go work these tiles. This tile up here. So I believe we are in the Hawaiian Islands. There is a ruin over here. And we'll figure out if there's anything back behind there. It's going to take us 5 turns to construct a mine. All right. There is a nice little river down there in southeast Australia. Lots and lots of rivers, wheat, again, but there is no luxuries, which is obviously the most important to us. All right, so here, let's get rid of this. There we go. Aha, see, you guys were trying to fuck me there. Damn automation of the game. I got to make sure that this is not... Well, we are working a workshop, but I don't think that that's the best idea. Just focus on growth for now. Oh, even though we're unhappy, just focus on growth for now. I don't want to work on a workshop, but I do want to get out a few... I would like to try to start working on a great scientist. Great scientist is a good idea. Okay, now let's go to China and convert that last remaining far east Asian city. All right, exciting. Now, I think we might go ahead and... Well, I don't know, because research agreements are really important to me, but I would love to purchase a settler. Depending on how fast we could possibly build another settler, I would like to settle the spot still. That would be a lot of happiness. A lot. See, if I settle here, though, yeah, if I settle here, it would give me access to another cotton, which an extra cotton resource would mean that I'd be able to trade with somebody. If I settle on top of the gold, it would mean that I wouldn't have any excess luxuries to trade off to other people. I kind of want to figure out what's over here on these islands. Is this Guam? I'm not 100% on which island that is. All right, so we finished the harbor, which means we can start connecting our cities. Walls, I don't feel like are that important. Now we can get up another cargo ship in 3 turns. I will definitely take that one, and we'll go printing press to fix the happiness situation. I don't know why, but I feel like there's still a chance. I know that that's crazy, and, you know, when I lose this, I'm going to be like, I don't know why I thought there was a chance, but I still kind of have this weird feeling that there's a slight chance. I know that's strange, and I know that, you know, most of you guys are probably thinking, I must be smoking some crack. Because you guys know how much I love smoking crack before I record. I swear, so many people comment, oh, he must have been smoking crack, it's all good. You know, he just said something really stupid, but that's okay, because everyone knows that Drew smokes crack before recording. That just happens all the time. But I just have this feeling, like it's possible. I know that's weird, and I know that I'm going to eat those words probably by the end of the series, but I don't know. There we go. That works perfectly for us. We found a natural wonder, and we got our happiness back. All right, so it doesn't look like there's much of anything down here. Open borders with Shaka has ended. I wonder if he's willing to give me gold really quick. Would you be willing to give me some gold for my open borders once again? Now, I can get defensive packs up. I know that I haven't really... Oh, yes. Yes. Perfect. And we have 200 now. I guess I might as well wait until someone comes up to me and asks for a research agreement. Maybe India might do so. No, maybe not. All right. And well, I definitely don't want to research agreement with Korea. Yeah, that would be a dumb idea. But I am wondering if they'd be willing to give me a defensive pack. They would. That's good and bad because we're not really worried about anyone else declaring war on us. It's more of if Korea declares war on us. Now, if we get one with... that's risky to get up a defensive pack with China. It doesn't really do anything for us except... The defensive pack with Korea really doesn't do much for us except protect us from other civs with Korea. The Korean defensive pack that we just got up right now is cool. I really like that I did that, but it doesn't really keep us safe from the main beast, which is Korea. Anyways, guys, I don't know. I'm going to have to decide later on. We have to do a couple more things. We'll check the info addicts in the next video. But anyways, I love you guys, and I will see you guys next time.